Hello y'all. So this is a video of my camcorder collection. And like in the last maybe like 5 years ago, I had bought all 4 of these for $1,000 each. Just kidding. Well, that's how much they were then. Well, except for these two. When this one first came out, it was $1,500. This is a CPR-350. I mean, this is actually a very hard find. It's a very rare find. And then this is the CPR-300, which was sort of like the leader of the camcorder world, you know, like in the old days. Both of these are from 1987. And then this is a CPR-250. I mean, this is like the one that I bought. I mean, this is the one that I bought as my very first camcorder. And this was back in 1988. So, but this one's actually a 1987. But I bought it in 88. And I paid $1,000 for it at the time. This is not the same one, by the way. And then this one here, I guess I found this one at the thrift store for $10. I mean, I bought it exactly like this with nothing else, no chargers or no viewfinder or anything. But I just borrowed the parts out of this one too, so I could use that one. And when I bought it, it was working. It was actually a working camera. And then this one here, this one, I'm the original owner of this one. I bought this one back in '96 because back then I had an 8mm and I wanted to go back to a VHS. I mean, and so this camera served me really well for until '99 or 2000 or 2001. When I mean, it served me well basically until 2001, and then I decided to go back to the 8mm, and then I bought one in '99. Well, I bought an 8mm in '99, but I broke it 6 months later. And then I went back to this one because I didn't want to pay to fix it. So I used this one for 2 more years after that. And then after that, and then I went back to a new 8mm going on to 2001. So I used it for 6 years or 5 years. Yeah. Now, talking about where I got these things. Well, most of them, well, 3 of these 3 right here, I got them on eBay. And this one, I got it at a thrift store. And this one I bought brand new when I'm the original owner of it. So, talking about this one, this is a RCA CPR-350. It's an SVHS camcorder. And then this one is a CPR-300. It's a standard VHS. And then this is a CPR-250, which was like the next lower. So it goes from here, here, and then there for the best one. And then this is actually a Sears. But I thought it was actually a Hitachi, but it's not. It's a Sears. It's a Sears brand VHS movie. And then this is an RCA CC. I don't know what the model it is. It was a CC431 or something like that. This one I bought it in '96 for $5.99. And then talking about how much I paid and where I got on eBay and I paid $75, but it was on a bidding. And I bidded $40, but it was starting at 99 cents. But I fallen a victim to shill bidding, meaning that they have a friend bid on it so they can up the price. So that way they can up the amount that they're going to get for it. Since I was willing to pay $40, but they didn't know how much. And then the friend kind of like backs out, you know, like he does that on purpose so that they could get the upped price. And then, well, anyway, it doesn't matter, man. I'm still happy with the price. I mean, I was willing to pay that anyway. I mean, it was advertised as a working camera. and sure enough, it did work, but it kind of has issues with eating tapes a little bit. I mean, or it kind of misaligned. But this one, on the other hand, I bought it on eBay, and I actually won the bid, I think, for like $25. And I think it was with shipping and everything. I got it for like 25 or 30 bucks with shipping. Yeah, believe it. But of course it didn't work though. It did not work. It was actually almost playing the tapes, but like the spool or the drive part did not spin or something like that. And then this one, I bought it on eBay also. I don't remember what I paid for. I know it was like in the $50 range with shipping and everything. And they advertised it as untested and everything. And then when I got it back, it wasn't working either. Like it was the same situation as that one. It was like the spool, I mean like the drive part, the tape driver part. I mean it did not work. It did not spin also. It was the same thing. This one though, I bought this one at the thrift store for 10 bucks, $10. But I bought it like this. And I had actually bought it to maybe use the parts out of it to make this one work. But you know, I mean, I tried it using borrowing the parts from this, like the viewfinder and the charger. And it worked, you know. It was surprising that it worked perfectly. I mean, it worked perfectly. But this one, you know, I had it brand new, and it's been good to me all this time. Right now, there's 2014. But just yesterday, though, I decided to get into these projects. You know, I mean, I had this in storage in the attic for like 6 years now. 6 years. And so I decided to go back to them because I wanted to remember my days. And then, you know, this one that was working before, it stopped working. I mean, all of them. Well, none of these actually were. Actually, all of them stopped working, actually. I mean, and then I found out that with all four of these, I mean, they all had problems with the belts. They got old and they got aged. And so all I did was just replace those belts. I mean, I literally went to the 99-cent store and bought a bag of rubber bands, and I replaced them, and they're all working now. They all work now. But this one had an issue with eating tapes a little bit, but I mean, but it's okay though. But this one is the one that actually works perfectly. I just replaced those 3 rubber bands, and it's perfect now. I mean, this is the one that seems to work better than the rest of the ones that I got. And then this one, I mean, before when I took the thing all apart, I mean, like to try to stop the problem with the, I mean, I was trying to fix it, but I just didn't know much. And so I kind of like messed it up more and more, and then it got to the point where the camera would not, where the camera wouldn't even, I mean, like it would not stay on. I mean, like if there's overload or something. But all I did is just replace those 3 rubber bands too, and then it's perfect. It's perfect. But at one time I tried to turn off the motor, the mechanism, so that way it wouldn't turn off, but it still turned off on its own, like with overload. But I did the rubber bands, and it's perfect now. I mean, it almost works actually. It's not perfect, but it almost works. I mean, it does not play the tape. I mean, it wants to engage, but it just stops and then it goes back to the stop position. And then this one works perfectly after replacing 1 rubber band. And then this one did not work either. This one, I mean, it stopped working, but it worked really good up until like 2007, the last time I used it. And then this one didn't work because it wanted to, it's like it wanted to engage, like to play the tape, but it would not completely, like the pinch roller would not align. I mean, it would not like click in, you know. But all I did was just take the thing apart and I just lubricated the parts and kind of like cleaned it a little bit, or just lubricated it, and it's good now. I mean, this one was the easiest one to fix. I mean, so now they all work. All of them work now. They play and record, except for the CPR-350 though. But this one almost works. And then I mean, at least it now stays on, though. It stays on, but what I originally like is for at least just the camera to work. So that way I could plug it into the TV and see it. You know, like remembering my days, you know. And that's it. And now you could watch my video of when I'm fixing these cameras.